The Greater Jasper School Corporation now has its 2015 budget ready. More on that. Plus, Carrie Schneider is back with our friends from the DuBois County Humane Society, and DuBois County Solid Waste Director Carla Striegel-Winter talks about an upcoming recycling day for farmers tonight on Inform. All of that and much more is up next here on the 18 WJTS News. Hello, I'm Bradford Raths. We begin tonight with Indiana State Police arresting an Evansville man at an area business after receiving a tip about potential drug activity. After receiving that tip, a state police K-9 unit and a security officer with Far Best Foods spoke with 25-year-old Eric Crow in the company parking lot located along County Road 400 West in Huntingburg. The trooper then found a gray sock on the ground where Crow had been walking. State police say the sock had a white powder and a plant material inside. The white powder turned out to be cocaine, and the plant material was marijuana. Crow was taken into custody and lodged in the DuBois County Security Center early yesterday afternoon. He is facing a level 5 felony for possession of cocaine, along with a misdemeanor count for possession of marijuana. It's now budget season, and the Greater Jasper School Corporation has its budget ready to go. Last night, the Jasper Board approved advertising the 3 pages of Form 3 for its 2015 budget. Form 3 gives the corporation its advertised levy as well as the current tax levy. The district will also be advertising its capital projects and bus replacement funds. Greater Jasper's advertised 2015 tax rate will be roughly $1.60 per $100 of assessed value. That rate is intentionally set higher than anticipated so that the corporation can get the full tax levy available to them. Greater Jasper Superintendent Dr. Tracy Lorai says each year the corporation's biggest objective is to ease the burden on local taxpayers.
As a public institution, we do rely heavily on the local taxpayer to fund all of the functions of a school district. And as you plan for your budget, obviously we want to plan to make sure we can cover what those expenses are going to be, but also be cognizant of our taxpayers.
Now, school officials are anticipating that the Department of Local Government Finance will drop the advertised rate to make it more bearable for taxpayers. The Jasper School Board will hold a public hearing on the proposed budget at their next meeting on August 25th at 7 o'clock. The budget will likely be adopted at the board's September 22nd meeting. After adoption, it will then be sent to the Department of Local Government Finance for review. School officials are hoping to receive final numbers from the DLGF by the end of this year. Also last night, the board approved hiring Jasper Police Officer Jason Canese as the school's part-time resource officer. Canese's position will be paid for through a $25,000 Secured Safe Schools grant from the Indiana Department of Homeland Security. As part of that grant, the Greater Jasper District will match the grant dollar for dollar, making for a total of $50,000 in funding for the job. Canese will start his new job at the beginning of the upcoming school year. He will be splitting work between the police department and the schools during the school year. He will then work full-time for the police department over the summer. 4 Sisters of St. Benedict and Ferdinand are set to celebrate the 50th anniversary of their professional monastic vows coming up next month. The Jubilee Mass for Sisters Carlene Sensmeyer, Jean Kavanaugh, Ida Otto, and Rebecca Abel will be held at 1 o'clock Eastern Time on Saturday, August 23rd in the Monastery Church. A reception for family and friends will follow in St. Gertrude Hall. Sister Carlene is a Hobstadt native. She served as Associate Director of Development at the monastery and the Director of the Cordis Center. Meanwhile, Sister Jeanine is from Lawrenceville, Illinois. She taught at St. Teresa and St. Benedict schools in Evansville. She also served as Director of Activities for Senior Sisters, among other roles, at Marion Heights Academy. Sister Ida hails from Evansville. She worked for many years in the kitchen at the monastery. She previously worked at Precious Blood School in Jasper, among other places, and currently works at St. Bernard's School in Rockport. And finally, Sister Rebecca is from Owensboro. She began her ministry by teaching at Fort Branch, Poseyville, and Holy Redeemer School in Evansville. She also served as Director of Media and a librarian for the Southeast DuBois School Corporation and taught religious education in Schnellville. There are currently 156 Sisters of St. Benedict of Ferdinand. They serve in areas of education, parish work, healthcare, and social services in Indiana, Kentucky, and Peru. The Sisters of St. Benedict was founded in 1867. Indiana's Higher Education Commissioner wants college students to get the message that they should take at least 15 credit hours each semester if they expect to graduate on time. Yesterday, Commissioner Teresa Libbers kicked off a statewide campaign called 15 to Finish that she hopes will boost college graduation rates. She says data shows that students who complete 15 or more credit hours per semester are more likely to graduate on time, earn better grades, and save money earning their degrees. Libbers says only about half of Indiana college students currently take enough courses each semester to graduate on time. She says the 15 to Finish campaign aims to change a long-standing perception that taking 12 credits per semester is enough to graduate on time. For more information, you can go online to 15tofinishindiana.org. Speaking of schools, we conclude our news this evening with teachers statewide now worried about getting students properly prepared for the upcoming school year's ISTEP exams. The test has been revamped this year for the third time since 2009. Teachers and district administrators are concerned that the retooled exam could have a negative impact both on them and on their students. The main concern stems from incentives tied to test performance statewide. Now, how students fare on the ISTEP helps to determine whether or not teachers get pay raises. Additionally, schools are graded on the state's A to F rating system based largely on ISTEP scores. The new test is designed to assess how well students grasp the state's newly adopted math and English benchmarks. It's also a more interactive test than it's been in the past. The changes to the test come on the heels of nearly 2 years of ideological and political battles between Democratic State School Superintendent Glenda Raths and the Center for Education and Career Innovation, which was created by Republican Governor Mike Pence. All right, coming up after the break, Carrie is back with our friends at the DuBois County Humane Society, plus your local forecast, sports with Kurt Duxell, and Inform with Carla Striegel-Winter. That's all up next here on the 18 WJTS News. Local people watching local people.